Hey guys, right now we're going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Leo. This is going to be for the first half of August 2019. Soul doesn't do timelines. So if you get this guidance later on, then that's when you need it. So, okay, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, also for your cross watchers. This energy is intense, like intense. I asked Soul, what is this reading going to be about? And it was like, you can't allow them to do this. I don't know who, though. I don't know who, but it was intense. Hold on. Let me get some cards. And, you know, what concerns me is that this whole Lionsgate portal is occurring for you guys. This is basically your season. And you're going to need to harness this energy to benefit you, not to be used against you. So let's see what's going on. Oh, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Definitely a good sign. Okay. So it seems as though Leo has been struggling. Okay. A lot of things going on. Leo's struggling, and you're kind of reaching the end of your rope. This needs to end. Okay. You got the death card. This cycle needs to end. Whatever is going on, it cannot be allowed to continue. All right. It's depleted you. It's caused you confusion. You don't know up from down. You know, you're being depleted on purpose and kept very preoccupied with nonsensical things. I wouldn't be surprised if a younger gentleman is involved. It's a very almost like aggressive energy. Like they're pursuing. I don't know if this is like a romantic thing or maybe a work thing. And you have a coworker that's just like constantly at you, constantly criticizing you, constantly making you feel like your work is not enough. Cut them out. If it's someone you have to work with, minimize your interactions, strictly professional conversations. Don't share anything about yourself to them or with them. They're looking for reasons to justify their judgment of you, their treatment of you. This will work in your favor as long as you harness the energy. Okay. This is more than just putting on a show and making it look as though you can handle yourself. This is so much more than that. This is actually tapping into your power and pulling from that power, and without saying a word, letting them feel just how powerful you actually are. Okay. Definitely need to flex that energy. The Father of Wands, you have so much magic in you, and it largely goes untapped because a lot of zodiac signs, not just Leo, many of us feel obligated to play the role of what the zodiac sign says we should be, the stereotypical list of characteristics. You don't need to do that, Leo. You definitely don't need to do that. Okay. So let's get you more cards. It is suddenly ridiculously hot. Okay. I can't even shuffle. Hold on. Oh, wow. Keeps asking you for help with attacks. Maybe they are being used as a Trojan to try and access you. If it doesn't resonate, then you don't have to help. That's just a general rule of life. If it doesn't resonate, you don't have to help. If you're going to try and help everyone, martyr yourself to help everyone, that opens you up for major, major access. I'm glad you stopped. I'm definitely glad you stopped. All right. So full light code action happening for Leo. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Card number 20. Because you're aware of what's going on, you've been having some pretty intense conversations with yourself. Pretty harsh. You have to tone it down a little bit, okay? Or a lot bit. A lot. You have to tone it down a lot. Leo, you've been very unfair with yourself. You know you're shifting. You know that you're changing in the way you see things, the way you interact with the world, the way the world interacts with you. And it's okay. You can't continue to maintain the same lines of communication with people who are also shifting. And it's not necessarily that they're shifting in the same direction as you. Okay? So you come from a legacy of light. You're pulling in tremendous amounts of light code. This is your season. This portal has to do with you and your duty as a soul that came from this this zodiac. It's your duty to bring in this light code for yourself and for Gaia. Card number 33, Heaven Sent. It's being channeled directly to you, to your consciousness. Whether you're consciously aware or not, it's irrelevant. It's being channeled directly through you. You have to begin really listening to the guidance of soul and allowing soul to take you to the places and the people that you need to be around in this time. Okay? You have to trust yourself. Card number 2, inner trust, with the number 2 being the number of divine guidance. Notice how her head is covered. You have to shield yourselves, okay? There's going to be a lot of talking. Notice how the ears are covered. There's going to be a lot of talking. And Leo, I know when people start talking, especially if they're talking badly about you, it really affects the way you see yourself, the way you carry yourself. And I hate to say this, you have a higher likelihood of caving for these people because you don't want to be seen in a bad light. You're so badass. Who gives a shit what they think? Does a lion care about the opinions of sheep? Always say that to yourself. When you begin to care a little too much what other people think, their judgments and condemnations of you, does a lion care of the opinions of sheep? No, they don't. So don't let it affect you to the point where you have to modify who you are. You have to silence your truth in order to be accepted, because the people who are saying these things and, you know, having these very ugly thoughts and judgments towards you, whatever you did was never going to be enough for them. It was never going to be enough. They were never going to accept you. They've always really just been looking for reasons to justify their condemnation of you. Screw them. Okay? You have so much more to give than just a hollowed out version of the greatness that you are, Leo. You have so much more to give than just that. Yeah, lions don't care about the opinions of sheep. And they're blah, blah, blah. Sheep, they're kind of just blah, blah, blah. All right. Let's see if we can get you further guidance. This is a really crucial time for you guys, though. For the Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, also for your cross watchers, this is a very crucial time because that Lionsgate portal is bringing in some really intense, really intense energies. And this type of energy is very agitating. So you will feel very agitated. Notice how, you know, what was going on last year in your life? Was it chaos around this time? Probably. So just think on that, okay? Allow yourself enough permission and grace to know that it's not just you are messing up or any of that. You have to really factor in the amount of disharmonic agitation type of energy that comes in with the Lionsgate portal. This is to clear away the unnecessary. And sometimes you get agitated with someone for a prolonged period during this time of year because they're not in resonance with you and your path, and they kind of need to be cleared out. Okay. This is not to say that people are disposable. This is to say you have to begin recognizing, discerning when paths diverge, and you have to love people enough to allow them to walk their own path. Okay. And Leo is very capable of doing that. That's one of my most favorite things about Leos. They'll let you walk your own path. They'll let you walk away. Okay. So let's see. See, you're going through so much and you are not allowing people to know. Card number 35, 11th house, friends. You have people that care about you. People who are genuine in their caring about you. And you don't share your problems and your worries. You keep all those things to yourself because, you know, heaven forbid anyone recognizes that you're suffering. That's actually one of the root causes of your suffering. That self-imposed isolation and silence. That would work for you if you were able to harness that period of isolation and silence to reflect deeper, but instead it's not being used that way. That's not the energy that I'm getting. It's more of a shame, hiding. I don't want anyone to know. I don't want anyone to think less of me. That's not going to help you, Leo. Okay. Card number 27, third house, messages. You've been getting tons of messages from soul that you've been ignoring. Okay. For some of the Leos, you've definitely been ignoring the guidance from soul. You've been trying to rationalize things. You've been trying to continue to exercise some sort of control over your journey when soul is asking you to just free fall back into your greatness. You can't free fall gracefully back into your greatness and you're like trying to claw the air to you know, right yourself up. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. Have you ever seen someone diving from high up a cliff? You know, they're free falling back into the great ocean. When you're trying to grab the air, and yeah, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work because when you make contact, when you hit the water surface, you hit it hard. It hurts. It hurts much more than it should. But when you allow yourself to free fall with minimal resistance and you simply just position yourself ready for anything, ready for entry, you dive into that water beautifully, gracefully, minimal pain, minimal suffering. Okay. So card number 37, fire element, desire. What is it that you want in life, Leo? What do you want in life? What do you want in the relationships, the interactions that you have with others? Do you want them to see the truth of who you are? Do you want to look courageous? And so you hide the things that make you look weak, that you think makes you look weak. Well, you know, this relates to the Two of Wands in the tarot deck. And this is about really having the courage. This is about really embracing your power, your magic, and just being your authentic self. Some of the most successful individuals are the ones who allow their authenticity to shine through. You know, people who are able to cultivate an image, some of them are successful temporarily because it fits what the audience is currently into. But there's no longevity in that. The audience will change their minds. They'll be into something else. And then what are you? Nothing but a novelty. But when you begin to exist in your authenticity, you stand out. You shine from within. And try as they may, try as they, you know, if they want to change their minds on what's new and hip, and it's different than what was new and hip months ago, you're still who you are and people will still gravitate to that. Okay. You're not going to be disposable. You're going to shine a bright, bright light in the darkness for so many people. And with this Lionsgate energy, that's kind of what you're being asked to do. You serve as a spiritual bridge between the cosmos and this earth plane. You are the conduit that pulls in this massive amount of energy, anchoring it into Gaia. And that makes you very, very important. Let's see. Passion, though a bad regulator, is a powerful spring. There are changes coming now, new movement. Look for them to be quick. The element of fire in astrology is all about beginnings, our passions, and how fast we get our energy moving. No more of that hangman stuff where you're just kind of stagnant. You're just hanging there waiting and hoping that you're accepted. And yeah, no, lions don't do that. Okay, channel your inner lion. Let's get you guys another message. Hold on. You can't allow these people to do these types of things to you. You just can't allow it. Okay, you can't allow yourself to be diminished based off of the opinions of others. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Okay, this is just shit ton of cards came out. A shit ton of cards. All right, here we go. This makes sense. Card number 46, regeneration. It's through that fire you're going to be regenerated. Okay, it's perfectly fine. You won't burn up because you are from the fire. You are of the fire. Okay, now you're being asked to come to the edge of your comfort zone. Card number 36, come to the edge of your comfort zone. There is no growth with you being in the very center of your comfort zone. That makes you complacent. You don't have to grow. You're kind of just there, stagnating. No, come to the edge, allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to even be pushed off the edge so you can remember that you got wings and your ass can fly. Start mending those connections within yourself, okay? The problem here is that for some Leos, not all, for some, you've become disconnected from the truth of your being. You've become disconnected from your higher self. You've become so concerned with, you know, how things look versus how things actually are. You have to shift that, okay? When you shift it, when you shift your perception back to something that is more in alignment with your actual truth, you begin to mend all the parts within you that have become injured due to that distorted image, okay? Now, TikTok. Didn't we just say this is going to happen quickly? Changes in the air. It's going to happen quickly. The Lionsgate energy, boom, 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 boom. It is potent. It pushes through things with a quickness. Go for it, but remain flexible. If you get very, if you totally commit yourself to a specific outcome, you're just going to disappoint yourself. You have to remain flexible. You have to be open to allowing the experience to unfold just as it's meant to unfold, not how you say it's going to unfold. And when you do that, if you can allow yourself to remain flexible, even in the face of adversity, struggle, then the amount of strength that you begin to build is amazing, amazing. I'm told to pull you guys Kuan Yin energy. Oh, Kuan Yin card. You need a little more self-compassion, self-love. So let's get a Kiki card. Haven't used her in a while. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Kiki is a writer. I'm pretty sure if Kuan Yin was alive, if she was like really real, I'm pretty sure she'd ride a Ducati. Flat black. Flat black paint. All right. Ooh wee. Yeah, embrace that dark energy rising up from your soul. Not even joking. Embrace it. It's the Yin Empress. Yin is that dark energy, the creative life juices, lunar energy. The Yin Empress brings peace, prosperity, and success to her beloved devotees. Your soul purpose includes healing and empowerment of the divine feminine, the Yin Empress herself. You gain power, assistance, and untold blessings in following your soul purpose. You are lifted and supported in your sacred work now. And again, part of your soul purpose is to anchor in the very high frequencies. People are not going to understand something that they've never experienced. That's why it's such a futile attempt to try and fit in, to try and get people to understand you, accept you. You just have to be. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be. You are a spiritual leader and pioneer, and part of what you are here to do for the planet on a soul level, whether you're a man or a woman, is to empower the divine feminine, the cosmic empress of yin or divine feminine energy, so that we might live in a more balanced state as a species on Earth. The divine feminine is only now making her resurgence on this planet, and many do not understand her. Your sacred task, for which you will be richly supported, nourished, and rewarded, is to help live her truths now. In doing so, you are planting seeds of awareness and experience for others to draw from when they too are ready to live in her sacred truths. Now, if you look at this, if you really take a look between the lion and the lioness, which is actually more of the workhorse, the lioness, that sacred feminine energy, okay? It's not that she's better. It's just that she's capable of so much more. And the masculine is there to assist her in her work, to create a perimeter of protected space for her to be able to do what she came into that life to do. Now, whether you're a man or a woman, you embody both the masculine and the feminine aspects of soul. You are both the lion and the lioness, the king and the queen. And it's time you step into that yin empress energy, that creative feminine energy. It's a very, very powerful force. It's the Shakti, okay? This will explain why at times you feel you do not fit into current culture. You're not meant to, because you're meant to help it to grow and change. In the same way that beloved Kuan Yin in her rebellious and compassionate streak and did not fit into the world in the way that it was, because she was born to help it heal and ascend. So too does your soul yearn to make a real difference in this world, to help it be free of fear that leads to competition and domination and power struggles, and instead to live from a place of love and peace. This is what you're supposed to be doing, Leo. And this work begins within yourself. Because the best, most efficient way to teach someone else is through action, not through preaching, not through lecturing, but by simply being. Acting out the words and allowing the words to simply be a reiteration of the statement made by your actions. That's what you need to focus on, okay? Don't let anyone take your roar, okay? Don't let anyone muffle the sound of your roar. Don't let anyone do this to you. This is your time to shine. I mean, for God's sake, you're opening a portal. A Lionsgate portal. Use it. Use it. Use that energy. That's a part of your birthright. Okay? It's a part of your birthright. It's a massive part of your birthright. So let's get you a few kitty cards before we call it a day. Let's see what's going on with the kitties. Yeah. Oh my God, all the cards fell. Let's see. Final shuffle. Again. Man, the core of you is wanting to come out. It's wanting to come out. You got to share this part of you. You have to. Stop hiding it away. So 5 of spades. That's the core of you. That's your structure. Your core self, emotional depth. You have to allow some of this to shine through. You have no idea the kind of gift your vulnerability is. You have no idea. Can you imagine, how is your reaction when you see a lion being its majestic self and just kind of strutting around or, hunting for prey? You're like, ooh, that's a lion. And how is your reaction when you see this massive beast capable of utter destruction rolling around like a little kitty, having a vulnerable moment? Notice a difference in your reaction. Watch 2 videos, one of a lion hunting and one of a lion maybe in captivity, greeting its caretaker. What's the difference in the way you feel? Huge difference in the way you feel. That's what people need to see. They need to see the side of you that's still a little kitty just wanting to cuddle, inspiring them to also celebrate their softness. So card number 5, 5 of hearts. This is about shared pleasures, fulfillment. This is what I'm talking about. You have to share the pleasure of your softness. You have to share these parts of yourself. Ace of clubs. This is about focus, teamwork. You're here as a team. We're all working together, and you're kind of serving as a trainer. Okay, you're helping others who witness you in your path. You're helping them to recognize the areas in which they need to work, which is usually softness. It's about returning back to a place of softness. So I think I really do need to eat. I didn't eat since earlier. Okay. You guys, if this resonated, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. The next reading is going to be for Sagittarius, but I'm going to eat first. I feel the hangry is setting in. So I'm going to eat, and then I'll be back. Come join me in I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour. Join me. I'm going to be doing Sagittarius next. Bye, guys.